Okay, so this is just a quick summary of the city and the soul. And let's see it. The beautiful city. So they determined that if they found the first three virtues, justice would be the one that is left over. That's the strategy for finding them in the city. Four cardinal virtues are wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice. We also said that although in our text they're translated as wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice, you might also hear the cardinal virtues as wisdom, fortitude, temperance, and justice. Just depends on the translation. All right. So, what's left over? We're going to ask, where are each of the virtues to be found in the city? And what are the virtues? That is, what's the definition of the virtues? We want to know the definition and where they're found in the city. Wisdom, definition is good counsel. It's found in the guardian class because it's the ruling class that makes the city as a whole wise. Courage is defined, a little awkwardly, as the preservation of the opinion regarding what is to be feared as per one's education, um, and is found in the auxiliary or soldier class. And because it's the soldier class of citizens that make the city as a whole courageous when they're courageous. Moderation, defined as agreement on who should rule, and is found throughout the city. So when all the different classes in the city, all the different individuals in the city agree on who should rule, and it's kind of harmony. It's being in tune. It's an agreement. It's not found in a part, but in the whole, in each part, really. Justice, defined as minding one's own business. And it's also found throughout the city, and it's the foundation of the existence of the other virtues in the city. And it's what preserves them once the city becomes virtuous. Um, one more thing about justice, since that's what we're after here. The rule that we set down at the beginning as to what must be done in everything when we were founding the city, this, or a certain form of it, is in my opinion justice, that each one must practice one of the functions in the city, that one for which his nature made him naturally most fit. So this is justice, when the guardians do their thing, and the soldiers, the auxiliary class, do their thing, and everybody else does their thing and doesn't try to do anybody else's thing. Most importantly is when the soldiers, for example, don't try to rule, or when everybody else, when the people, don't try to overthrow the leadership of the rulers, and when they obey the direction that they receive from the auxiliaries. Right? That is justice. This is what he means by minding your own business. So there's my picture of the Callipolis, the beautiful city, wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Now, what about the soul? We said that we'd find it in the big thing, that we'd be able to find it in the little thing, the one man, the individual. Let's do that. There are three parts to the soul, just like there are three parts to the city. The calculating part, or reason, the spirited part, or spirit, and the desiring part, or the appetites. And here's our picture of the soul, which is structured very similarly to the city: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. And there we have them side by side. All right, now we're going to pick it up again, and we'll go back into the rest of the lecture.